you all know who this is. Writer, director, musician, multiple award winner, Michel Gondry. Who was able to make the screening of Michel's film last night, The Thorn in the Heart?
Who stood? Who walked away? Who walked away? Come on, be brave. Show me your hand.
I was there last night. I didn't see anybody walk out.
Oh yeah, I was there. I saw some people.
You saw people leaving?
I always want to punch them.
I think if they, I think if they
and then
walk.
sometimes, you know, they go to the bathroom and they come back. I'm like, yes, it's just a bathroom stop. And sometimes they don't come back. So I have my list.
Right, maybe talk a little bit about why you wanted to make this movie about your own family and how you got started sort of with the idea for it.
So I have to explain that even though I grew up in Versailles near Paris, a part of my family, which is my auntie and my uncle and my cousin, live in the countryside, a far countryside, a mountain, in a place that's very removed from anything, but we used to go there most of the summers. So I wanted to talk about this part of my family, which is different to where I grew up, but I grew up there a little bit too, and especially my auntie, who was a school teacher.
Was it hard to get her permission, so to speak, to get her to cooperate with?
Well, no, of course not.
Film?
It was not hard, but initially it was supposed to be the school of Suzette, which is her name, and she was okay to talk about that. But then her son came into the picture, and he was her pupil and her son at the same time, and all what came from it, and that was not necessarily very positive at all.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that, and she was very reluctant, so it took me 5 years to sort of get her to talk about it, and when she started to talk about it, it was pretty devastating, but I didn't want to stop it because I thought that was what the film was about.
Someone said you're working on a project with your son? Are you?
Yeah, it's called Megalomania. It's a story.
Megalomania?
Yeah. It's about him. He sees himself as a dictator.
He sees himself as a dictator?
Yeah, and I'm the slave. Yes, story.
So is it a film, a short, a feature?
It's a feature film with animation. It's pretty awesome. It's a very rebellious story of an adolescent, and it's 3 kids who discover a way to create energy from hair.
From hair?
Yeah. And they shave everybody on the planet, and they become they rule the world. And there is factories where everybody gets shaved. And everywhere, the rich people wear wigs, and the poor are just bald. And they want to create a better world, but the main character, which is sort of my son, is a terrible dictator. He's horrible. He's very weak at the same time. He doesn't want to, like his rating are going from 99% to 98%, and he has having a nervous breakdown. And the screenplay from his story and my contribution has been written by Dan Close, who's a comic book artist and as well wrote Ghost World and Art School Confidential. And we're working on that.
What is this you'll do? Somebody can send you a photo and you'll...
Well, I stopped that because it was too much work, but I did more than 1,000 portraits. Like people would send, for $20, people would send their photo on the net, on the website, and I would do the drawing and send it back to them. Well, I scan them to keep a track of it. And
you did 1,000?
We did this book, but it's not officially published, but it's like... so the portrait, they started to... I got to show how it started. It started very simple like that. So I could do them in 2 minutes. So I thought, okay, 2 minutes for $20, that's really a gold mine. And I was like, I'm going to be very rich easily. But then I thought I like to put some color in it, and I like to use the brush because for the hair it's better. So then it became like that, and it didn't take me 2 minutes anymore. It took me 15 or 20 minutes.
Wow.
So it was a disaster, economically speaking.
I'm just wondering, of the almost 1,000 people in this room, did anybody send in their photo to have it drawn? It's on his phone. Is it this one on this?
No, it's not this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. It's one of my favorites. I promise I'm not lying because I know exactly what portrait it is. It's the only profile. people send me always the front, and you had the idea to show me your profile. Ah,
There it
you
is.
go.
It is.
So wait, let's see if we can. Can you turn your head that way? No, the other way. Yeah, that way.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.